You boys hear that? I think we got some VC in the wood line we better take care of before this gets out of hand.
Just left.
All right, I think we took care of the problem there, guys. Welcome back. Whew, I was a little worried there for a second. I didn't know if we were going to be overran here. Guys, on the serious note here, welcome back. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we've got a pretty special little rifle to talk about for you. This is a new, brand spanking new Brownells Retro XM177. And you can see it takes on a lot of really cool vintage appointments of the old Colts from the Vietnam War and everything like that. This is part of an entire line of rifles, complete rifles, that Brownells is now offering. And we were lucky enough to be able to get one of these early to check out for you guys and show off a bit. We got a 12.7 inch barrel with a 1 in 12 twist. The original Colts were 1 in 12s. So we are shooting 55 grain ammunition. This is some ROG 55 grain. So this is a 55 grain game here, guys, when you're talking a 1 in 12 twist. Got a flash hider that's pinned and welded to make up overall length, and it gives the rifle a very close appearance of the original. These are supposed to be a pretty faithful reproduction of the original XM177s. There are, I want to say, about 6 or 7 rifles in the lineup total. In another video, we will be showing off an M16A1 version, which is a full-length, infantry rifle. Rifle like this has a 2-position adjustable stock, so it's what's known as a CAR 15 style stock. So unlike the modern M4s that we're used to, this only has a 2-position stock. You got the teardrop forward assist. You've still got your charging handle in the same location. You also have an A1 rear sight, which is basically built into the upper, so you don't have those fancy pick rails like you have on all the modern guns. It's got a military trigger, and you're also dealing with this grip module that has a built-in sling stud, which the troops never really used. They would use this little location down there for their sling normally, or right here. So yeah, pretty cool. They did correctly reproduce the correct front sight bases for these. It has the same weight barrel, same twist. They were going for a nice retro, classic, approachable type of rifle that somebody could get and take out and kind of scratch that retro itch. That was really the whole point with this. So yeah, I mean, these things are great. Not shooting too terrible, considering that, I'm using iron sights at 300 yards. A rifle like this would have been used in jungle warfare, very short distances. And man, these things are just crazy. So I'm going to take a couple more shots. We are dealing with a relatively lightweight barrel here, but this is a pretty accurate reproduction of the original units. All right, I'm just going to have some fun here. I'm going to go all the way out to 300.
300. Mm-hmm. Send it when you're ready. Right over the top of his little noggin. There you go. Oh, that must have been just left. Just left again. There you go. Looked like it was just low. Just low again. Low left. You're on it. just high and right.
Not too bad.
Might need to fine tune the zero just a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, the thing is too though, I mean, that's a long way for this little guy. I mean, this just a 12.7 inch barrel, so it's nice, you know, short little barrel. And you know, really in a lot of your, you know, during the war, a lot of your up close jungle fighting, you know, this would be a really handy little package. Oh yeah, not bad at all. Guys, in one of the next videos we're putting up, we will be shooting the full-length M16A1. I'm going to top off a few mags, hand it over to Chad. The gun's not shooting bad. We may eventually do some long-range work with this particular rifle and the M16A1 in the Brownells Retro series, so stay tuned for that. The point of today's video is just to give you guys kind of a first look. And, you know, these are very, very new. I mean, literally, if you're hearing about it today, they just came out like a few minutes ago, like that soon. We were lucky enough to be able to procure a couple of these to take out and shoot for you guys early, ahead of time, which is cool. So definitely want to say, you know, hey, thanks Brownells for giving us a chance to check these things out early. I know it's kind of one of those things that, you know, they try to keep stuff under the hat before release and everything like that. So guys, expect a few more videos here and there. You know, we are not at SHOT Show this year, as many of you probably know, but we still do get a hold of some cool things. So, guys, I'm going to turn it over to Chad. We're going to stuff some mags for him, let him shoot it. This is a pretty cool little gun. I had my reservations, to be honest with you, because I have handled a lot of the original Colts before, and I fired quite a few of them. And that 1 in 12 twist, you know, when I heard that they were 1 in 12 twist, I was kind of like, I don't really know what to think here, because I mean, yeah, it's a correct twist for this, you know, particular configuration, but it's like, all right, are they going to shoot 62s, you know, and that's something we really haven't tried is, you know, some of the heavier bullets. But the thing to remember is that a vintage piece like this, a retro style piece, is intended to be used with the original type of ammunition, and they would have been running 55 grain ammo, and it seems to launch a 55 grain pil just fine. So let me top off some mags, hand it over to Chad, and let him have a go on this. You're gonna like this, it's cool.
All right guys, I'm gonna take a few shots with the little XM177A2 here. I'm gonna put the stock in the full extendo position. And I'm just gonna kind of wrap these rounds out of here. Add some targets between 50 and 300 yards, much like Eric did, but let's see what we can do here. Now we did zero this rifle for him, so it might take me a couple of shots to get where I need to be. But this is such a cool little gun. I love it.
It is.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start at 50 and just kind of see where my triangulation is.
Go ahead.
A little low and right there?
Yeah.
Or low and left, I mean?
Yeah, just a bit.
All right, no problem. All right, 100. This thing shoots pretty good for 55 grain ammo. Like Eric, I was a little, you know, not quite sure how well this little guy was going to shoot, but with a 1 in 12 twist and all, but not bad. All right.
200?
Yeah, I'm going to go for that gong on the left at 200 there. That's a half-size D28, so that's all we've got out here today. The cow's knocked over our big gong at 3, so thank you, bovines.
Go ahead.
All right, 200.
Just off the left edge.
Okay.
Again. That was low.
Low?
Yeah. You're right on the bottom edge of the gong. Good windage. It was off the right edge. Right off the right edge. Good.
All right, 250.
Okay, going for 250.
Yep. Just have an
And
aim
guys, this is a stick-in target, so it doesn't ring as loud. In that first clip, you might have been thinking, dang, Eric's missing at 250, but it's just because this plate doesn't ring quite as loud.
Well, yeah, and those last 3 shots that Eric took were on the 50-yard plate, and he said he wasn't going to shoot it, so it wasn't in the camera frame.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Go ahead.
I accept your apology.
Just low and left.
Okay.
Right on the left edge of the plate, impact.
Okay.
Yep. Right off the left edge of the plate. Those last 3 shots are about maybe 6 inches.
Okay. Yeah, so it's favoring a little left for me.
Yeah,
the way
not
I see
bad.
these sights. That's okay.
There you go.
All right. I love it. 300.
Go. High and left about 6 inches.
Okay.
Impact.
Sounded like I hit the coyote.
Shoot again.
All right, hang on.
You're hitting in the upper right-hand quadrant of the plate,
Okay.
but you're on it.
That the period correct, like triangular front sight, is a little wonky because it's round at the top instead of a nice square like the A2 varieties. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. It's not quite as good of a aiming point as the more modern sights, but this is a classic rifle. So.
It is cool they got that detail right, though.
Oh no.
Impact. Oh yeah. About a 10-inch group, maybe 12 inches. I mean, for iron sights with a little stubby 12.7-inch barrel, that's pretty good.
I'd say so.
Just a little high.
All right, well, just for fun, I'm gonna take a shot at the 8-inch popper on the right.
All right, send it.
Probably building air castles, but aim small, miss small, as they say. Oh, good grief.
Low and right, about a foot.
Okay.
Just off the left edge of the plate, about maybe 4 inches.
Ah!
Good elevation. You hit the base on the bottom.
I'll take that.
Oh yeah. Skimmed it off the base. Right over the top. Good windage.
All right, I'm just gonna wrap these last few out at various ranges. That was 50, 100, and then 250.
Oh yeah.
I dig it. Can you dig it? What a neat little rifle. Well, won't hold you guys anymore or any longer. We just want to give you guys kind of a quick look at this new Brownells retro rifle. Previously, they sold some of the retro kits, like the M16A1, like upper assembly and things like that, the barrels, the handguards, all the components to put together like these kind of clone builds. But new for this year, they're actually putting out the complete rifles, which I think is very cool. And like Eric said, they did get quite a few of the details just right. And for those of you looking for just a nice classic AR, I mean, kind of hard to beat, you know. But stay tuned, guys. We've got a lot more not shot coverage coming at you. So stay tuned on the channel and be looking out for it. And until then, we'll talk to you soon. See ya.